Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AOL, and today we're working on an 8-string kumi for an upcoming bracelet that I will be making. So we're just going to make a little loop here, and but the same would apply as if we were making a whole bracelet out of just these 8 strands. You can see we started with a bobbin. That makes it so that way we can start towards the middle of the strings. The bobbin keeps the rest of the strings kind of wound up and out of the way. You can use the other little plastic bobbins if you don't have one like this, that's okay. So this time the strings are north, south, east, and west. And again, we will tie the first 2 strings into a knot so that way they don't unravel. Just a little trick that just helps make it so that way you can manipulate it later on without having any trouble. Now, it's my understanding that if you start with, like, say, the red strings at the north, the length of making this turn out really nice for a bracelet would be to get all the way back around to where the red is back at that north position again. It takes a while of the exchanging the strings back and forth before that happens, but my understanding is that's approximately how long it is for the loops that we do. But again, it's up to you. You can make it longer if you like. I've seen bracelets where there's, a pretty sizable loop. That's pretty cool too. Or you can make a whole bracelet out of this. So it's very simple. Bottom left goes up, top right comes down. And then you rotate it and it does the same thing again. And that repeats until you decided it's long enough. Now remember, while you're making it, it's very compacted, right? So when it looks like it's sort of getting there, remember that at the end, you give it a little tug, it gets longer. It suddenly decompresses and becomes a longer thing. So just kind of take that into account while you're making it if you're concerned about it being too long. Again, this is a very easy process. It's just one goes up, one goes down, turn it counterclockwise. And that just keeps repeating endlessly. Well, no, I can't say endlessly. It does have an end to it. You just do it until it's complete. With 8 strings like this, there's not a lot of room to create a pattern per se, but it's sometimes nice to group some of the colors together in ways that it turns out prettier. There are patterns available over on friendshipbracelet.net, or you can just experiment. I definitely think the experimenting way is a lot of fun, especially if you're making lots of bracelets like I do. You never know what might turn out to be really cool. But Mandy's been doing it for quite a while, and obviously, if you hadn't guessed, those aren't my hands. Mandy's been doing it for quite a while, so she kind of almost intuitively knows where to put the colors and how to make it come out looking nice. So that's a bonus of having done this for a while. You'll also may notice that when she moves a string, that her arm kind of goes well out of frame. That's because she's pulling her arm all the way out to make sure that string is not getting tangled in with the other ones that are hanging down below. If you don't do this, there is a chance that whole group of strings will end up in one big mess, and yeah, you'll spend quite a bit of time trying to untangle that if that should happen. Because it can really get in a bunch. So yeah, just something to watch out for. I'm trying to give you all the little tips and things because we want this to be as easy for you as possible. Again, I mean, it could be maybe you're making loops out of it, you're making entire bracelets out of it. It's still, I want it to come out really nice for you. I think that's kind of most of it. Again, it's bottom left up, top right down, and just repeat. Yeah, and it is sped up because otherwise this would be a longer video than necessary, and I didn't want to do that to you guys. I'm kind of on the fence. If you guys want more videos to show like different setups and then how they turn out, or any other things on this topic, you need to let me know in the comments. I'm really not sure if I need more videos to actually show you what happens, considering the basics for this is rather simple. Some of the other difference would be the number of strings in there, but look, see now how it's nice and long? But watch, when she ties it off and then gives it a tug, it gets even longer still. So that's about to happen. But yeah, leave a comments, let me know what you want to see, and I will try to get on it. There's the knot. Then you pull all the strings out once it's tied together. And then you see there's the little tug. Yep. So there's the final thing. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.